Hi everybody! Today I will do for you a shaker card with this new Lawn Fawn set. It's called Ready Set Snow. When I bought it, I see this shaker card from the first minute, but it didn't work like I wanted to work. Is it what I told you in the last video? Okay, so I started to stamp it with VersaFine ink and clear emboss it with Hero Arts clear embossing powder. And I love this effect. I always do it when I use VersaFine. And I put it in the middle of this card and did the card a little bit smaller, that I have a little space around it when it's on the final card. And so I cut the ends, the sides off. So, and then I cut the middle of this. What is the name of this snowball? It was very easy. I do not have the dies for this because I like to spend the money for other stamps than for the dies. And with a black copy marker, I paint the edges black again. And now I was thinking about what to do. I took a sheet of paper, which I cut a little bit smaller than the front paper, but I wanted to do some distress. And on this paper, it's normal copy paper, but with a higher weight. My distress doesn't work so well, so I did anything else later. So first I took my distress inks, but then I stamped these little cute houses inside of this hole, and they are really, really, really sweet. And to color them was very fun. I used my favorite Copic markers for this. It's E37 and E35. I love this color combo for every brown animal and anything what's brown. And for a third dark color, I have two dark browns, E47 and E18. And I don't know which one I used in this case, but I love this combination. The doors are for the doors I used golden Copic, and for the roofs you see it's red. And the windows are yellow, of course, because there are some light inside. The cute snowman got also a red hat and scarf. No, yes, scarf. And a little bit of blue for the snowy accent. Okay, and then I came to the background. As you can see, I changed the paper. Now I took watercolor paper because of the ink smooshing was very better on this paper. I'm not so good in doing distress ink with these with these technique. I'm better in putting the paper into the color, but with this color blender, that's not my talent. But I think this result is okay for me. And here you can see how I try to come with a lighter blue from the bottom of the card to reach the dark color, because I do not want it to start in the middle. I was afraid of seeing some edges of this tool. So I took my little houses, I fuzzy cut them, and put it in the middle of the card. I wanted to have a kind of snow paper under it. I forgot to use it. You will see it later. And so it looks like the houses are flying in the sky. But finally there will be so much shake stuff inside, so you can't see it anymore. Then I put the little snowman with a dimensional tape. It was not so good idea, but I put it in front of the houses, and the background is ready now. So I come to the foreground. I decided to do not want to have only white space. So oh, white and white. I did some snowflakes. I embossed it white, of course, but so the foreground is not so boring. As you can see, little snowflakes. That makes a little accents for this. And then I prepared what is the English word for shield? Wait. I remember the sign of these snow glass. I stamped it with Versa Fine again and with clear embossing powder, and used craft paper, so I do not have to color it, and it has now a little look of metal sign. So as you can see, I started to create my shake aroundness. I do not know the word for this, and I recognized very late that I forgot this window, the plastic foil for the window, but now you can see how I remember it. This is the moment. And for the window, I always use the package of my stamps. I do not buy any expensive plastic for this. I always use some bags where my stamps came in, and I glue it with Ranger Multi-Medium Matte. I never know how I have to speak it. And so my window is ready. And now I can do the foam tape around it. It's not so easy because it's kind of circle, and it took a little while, and I doubled it. So I have 2 layers. Here's my last check if everything is on the right place, and then I can start to fill in the window shaker. I have always a problem. I do too much or too less inside of the shaker. This time I did too much. It was so sad to see how the belly of the snowman and the shaker window has problems with these sequence between them. So what you not can see is that I put it together and then what is the name? And then I opened it again and put away some of these sequins. It was a pity. Yes, but this was my paper I wanted to do for the background. I forgot it, but I can live with it because of all these sequins and little snow inside, and nobody sees that the house are flying in the sky. So last but not least, some sequins. As you can see on the left side, there's my leftovers from the inside of the shaker card, and so I can use these sequins for some decoration outside of the card. And I always and again glued it with Ranger Multi-Medium Matte. I like this very much for this because it dries so fast, and it dries clear, so you do not see any leftover glue. And now this panel comes to his final cardstock. So this is the end of this video. I hope you understood a little bit. And yes, shaker cards are not the easiest one, but the result is worth it. And so I hope you had a little bit fun with me, and we see us on my next video. And I say bye bye.